Welcome back, everyone, to Glaze Game Gestures, episode 14. I'd like to talk to you about the PS4, but before I do, I'm happy to have this. Let me zoom in there for you for a little bit. A watercolor of the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I think I got it for like $7 at Frankensons. Anyway, just happy to have a bunch of dorky Ninja Turtle stuff because I love that stuff. I will gladly talk about that in another video, but let me get into the PS4. It's the PS4 Slim. I believe it. Yeah, it's a 500 gigabyte. I love this thing. It's great. Super lightweight. It just looks more aesthetically appealing compared to the Pro in my perspective, as well as the original kind of bulky, boxy looking device that they came out with initially. I got a a white marble, just little decal sticker on it because if I decide to take it anywhere and someone else has a PS4, which most of them are black, at least mine stands out and I know that it's mine. I mean, who else is going to have a marble sticker on it? And I thought it kind of looked cooler in my kind of antique sunroom that I got going on here. Let me give you a quick little view of what we got going on here. Yeah, because in here, it's all antiques. It's all old stuff. So I figured that way, it would blend right in my PS4 with everything else in here that's relatively old, because at least this kind of looks like an old marble tabletop. Anyway, the controller that came with it, I like it for what it is. It's a little heavier. It's a little wider than the PS3. I still have to say the PS3 is my favorite. I like that they still have the similar trigger method they got going up here. The home button, I don't really feel like that big button is really necessary. I like that I feel like the D-pad's a little upgraded. I like the response in the joysticks. And obviously it still has the original PlayStation, button at the bottom, which I really like. It's super cool, obviously. It's working because I accidentally pressed the button. It's cool that it changes colors too, and I like that even when you die, sometimes it changes red. I think that's super cool. The way that it charges, the USB or the micro USB cord up here at the top. The speaker and the controller, I personally don't like that very much because, I usually typically turn it off. I don't, because I don't know. I don't really play like this, I typically have my arms probably about a 90-degree, perpendicular angle. And I feel like when the voices go off in the controller, I'm like, whoa, it's just like super loud and shocking. I don't really care for it. Some people do. And then I just got the rubber, piece to cover this to protect it from, my sweaty hands when I play. I think from like Walmart for like $10. And I think same thing with the little joystick pieces. For some reason, when I put them on, they wanted to fall off, and I was like, I know I'm never going to get rid of this controller unless it literally breaks or falls apart. So I just used a little bit of super glue, and I have my custom joysticks. It looks fine. They work well. It's a great controller. I like it. As I've said before about the PS4, super cool that just like the PS3, it's the same outlet that goes to the wall. It's obviously greater that I think it's HDMI compared to AV, but nothing against AV. Super cool they went with like the original logos, the X, the triangle, the square, and the circle on the bottom as like a rubber device that holds it in place. It's a little loose compared to other consoles, but kind of cool that they tipped a hat to that. It's a nod, and I appreciate that homage. It's a great console. It runs well. I play Blu-rays on it from time to time and DVDs and stream Netflix or YouTube or whatever. I have no complaints there. It's a great console. It runs just the way it should. I lucked out with this one in particular because I was at work and I had a buddy of mine who was getting rid of one for $100, and I was like, that's a steal. And it just so happens at the time for my house, I did an insurance claim, and they gave me a $100 gift card for doing that insurance claim. And I gave the gift card to my buddy, and I was like, hang on, wait for the gift card to accrue its money before you actually decide to use this. Come a week later, I asked him, hey, did it work? And he was like, yeah, and he gave me the PS4. So I basically, for owning a home and having an insurance claim, I got a PS4 for free, which I'm pretty stoked about that. And as of right now, all of the PS4 games I have are the nostalgic disc copy. I have none that are loose, which is awesome. I'm happy about that. But I will get right into the games that I have. Star Wars Battlefront. I had this for Xbox One when I originally got the original Xbox One when it came out a few years ago. And I got rid of the Xbox One at the time because I was at work one day and my wife told me, hey, your Xbox is like sizzling and like smoke came out of it. And I was like, okay. So I'm done with that Xbox. So I got rid of it at the time. I have an Xbox One now, which I'll show in another video of what I've got going on there. But at the moment, talking about the PS4, Star Wars Battlefront. Great game. I thought it was super fun. It's unfortunate that you could literally only play online. It was an expansive, immersive kind of like, it reminded me of like MAG, like on PS3. There was just so much going on all at once. So many different battles. You know, you could be a Jedi, a part of the Empire. You could, it was just, it's a lot of fun. I would actually, I still need to plug it in. I got this at Savers, I think, for like $3 or $4. It's a thrift store, and I have yet to try it out. You know, it's complete in box. There's not really much of like a manual in here, but you know, obviously the disc is in here. It works just fine. I have no issues. Spider-Man, I kept this game. I don't have any DLC for it. I've been informed that there is really cool DLC, like there's a Hammerhead aspect of the story that continues it. I thought it was a really fun game. I'm really not that big of a comic book guy, unless it's these guys right here. I do love my Ninja Turtles. But, you know, this is still a really fun game. I mean, I guess to put it bluntly, it reminded me of the Arkham games, the Batman games, you know, but in a Spider-Man format. And I thought it was really, really cool. I loved it. I will gladly play it again once I get the DLC for it. Resident Evil 7. I loved 4. I loved 5. 6 was okay. And I picked up 7 just for the sake of saying, hey, I own it. Haven't played it yet. I still have a used GameStop sticker on there. But I think, once again, for some reason, this is an old sticker. I think I got it at maybe like a thrift store, probably, or an antique store for like $3. You know, Angel View. Yep, thrift store right here. Bought it a couple months ago. Actually, like 2 months ago. And, you know, so that means I probably paid $3 or $4 for it. Resident Evil 7. Look forward to playing this one. Capcom. Iconic. Capsule Computer. I love South Park. I need to get the Stick of Truth. Fractured Butthole was actually a really fun RPG. And, I mean, for those of you who don't really play RPGs or would like to get into them, I mean, you know, you could start with Mystic Quest, or hell, if you want to be a dork and be goofy and have fun and watch, you know, these guys fart and puke and all that, this is a way to go. This is a really fun, easy, intuitive RPG to get into. And especially if you like South Park, I mean, you know, there's obviously those collectibles as well as upgrades. And it's so funny that the fact that they make fun of comic books, and I really don't want to give the story away. It's just, I mean, they were both so good. Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole, highly recommended. I need to pick up, wow, I can't speak English. I need to pick up Stick of Truth. I used to have it. That's a really fun game. Red Dead Redemption 2, I started it. I felt like it wasn't as linear as the older one on 360. I love that one. This one, it has that cinematic aspect, especially if you hold the middle button. And it's absolutely gorgeous to look at. I felt like there was just too much to do at once. Maybe I need to like actually take time and figure it out. I think I was in the snow and I defeated some gang. I'm maybe about a half hour to an hour into it. It was super cool. I really liked it so far. I have such a big backlog of games to play as is, whether it's hard copy or digital. Nothing personal. It's not that I'm like, oh, I'm not going to play this. I will eventually. It's just, I was overwhelmed. I was like, wow, there's just way, way too much at the time to do. You know, it's great that it's dual disc. I think that's super cool, the data disc and so forth. I'm missing a manual in this, but who cares? I think I got this one, I think at GameStop, maybe 10, 15 bucks like a year or two ago. Thrift store right here. Got this one, Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I know that it's been ported on other systems already. I think it's a super cool idea for a first-person kind of like running, escape, kind of like a Jet Set Radio looking kind of, but obviously with up-to-date graphics, or at least that's how I perceive how it looks. I think it looks super cool. I looked up reviews on it. Same thing. Got it at a thrift store. I think for like $3. That's the way to go. I highly recommend antiques and thrift stores for those of you who want to collect. Then again, me leaking out this information now, maybe some of those stores may know, or even some game stores may know, and you know, fluctuating prices up. It really just depends on the right place at the right time kind of deal. Far Cry 4. I loved playing the original Far Cry on the original Xbox. I thought that was a really cool idea for a game, setting up traps, and it's stealthy, but it's also kind of open world at the time. And I don't know if I've ever actually played 2 or 3. I got this for the sake of being like, oh, dude, it's Far Cry. I thought Far Cry Primal looked kind of cool, but I heard reviews, and then I saw the gameplay. It looks like there's really only like 1 to like 4 different weapons that you can upgrade. And I was like, nah, I need a little more than that, but not too much. And this looked like it was the way to go. It says it's the best of E3 2014. I know it's 7 years old, but who cares? I'm definitely still going to play it. Made by Havoc, complete in box. You know, I'm looking forward to cracking down on this one. Far Cry, a lot of fun. Evolve. I remember watching my buddy Jordan play this, and I thought it was really cool. It reminded me of like Borderlands meets like Godzilla or something, or even like Left 4 Dead once again meets like Godzilla and or Godzilla versus King Kong or something. Super super cool looking, and it just I like those kind of, or like Monster Hunter, kind of like definitely kind of like a Monster Hunter, like a immersive huge gameplay where you have a bunch of allies that like just take down these huge like titans and monsters. It looks super cool. Haven't played it yet. I essentially bought it just for that purpose, being like, I remember watching my Jordan, watching my buddy Jordan play this, and I was like, yeah, that looks really cool. Once again, I think I got it at a thrift store, complete in box. I think it was like Angel View or Assistance League for like $4. I beat this one recently, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I thought it was going to be a cool idea because it's kind of like a nod to Halo in a Call of Duty universe, and to call it that, I guess, is probably blasphemy to those who absolutely love the Call of Duty universe. And me personally, I've played them and they're fun, but I don't know. If I want to play a campaign and as well as play a shooter online, I'm going with Halo. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. I just don't really care for Call of Duty that much. But I thought it was really fun. The grappling concept and the weapons that you can like upgrade, and the fact that you can get inside of these like titans and use them and shoot them, and it was really cool. I also played Call of Duty World War II recently, beat that one as well. I don't know. These just aren't that gripping to me. I mean, I liked playing zombies. That's always fun, but you can only do so much with that, or at least in my perspective, that is. But that's my take on my collection of a PS4 that I got going on right now. Anybody else have anything to say? By all means, say in the comments below. And I look forward to reviewing other games, movies, records, whatever with you guys, and toys. I will definitely get into you guys with some collectibles that I have here pretty soon. Thank you so much, and have a good day.